a couple of videos I made yesterday about wanting to be in the pods or can't wait or just tired of reality. The thing is, I'm not trying to complain. I'm just like trying to talk truth. Yeah, and it's like I accept that I'm an incel now. It's so funny that I'm an incel now. Oh man, that's crazy. But this is what I was trying to say, that my sexual market value is trash, and it's because, and I've already explained like why the dynamics is because of all the simps boosting up the egos of the women. There's not a lot of dateable women because there's so many heavy women, and then you got, if they're not heavy, they're on drugs. Women are highly materialistic nowadays, so they care more about materialistic shit than they do about having a family, and that's just the nature of the beast, how it is right now. And yeah, it is frustrating. Life is frustrating because, like I said, it's like it's like playing on the same level, the first level of Mario Brothers, and just having to play the same thing every single day. That's why I just like the repetitiveness of life. It's just like it's like I might as well just be in a prison cell, same shit every day. But like, so it's crazy that I'm not I don't classify myself as a high value man, because I'm obviously not rich, and I'm not over 6 foot tall. But given my age, in my 40s, early 40s, people say I look younger. They don't, than my age. They don't believe me when I tell my age. And considering I'm almost 6 foot tall, considering how great I did in the dating market just 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, I did great. And then now to even like, I'm a better man than I was back then. I have more to bring to the table now than I did back then. And it's like that there's no women out there. There's no women. Oh, no women that I really want to date. Because even if I'm like physically attracted, mentally I just don't have the energy to try to pretend to be somebody try to be somebody different. Because women don't like you for you. They don't. They like the persona. If women liked you for you, then there would be guys not in the friend zone. So, and the way that I did so well in the dating market is I pretended to be somebody else. I pretended to have a lot of confidence. I pretended to have some authority. Pretended. I'm generally not a confident person. Not at all. And there's there's no reason for it. Probably just subconsciously. I should be a very confident person considering I'm still here, with everything I've been through. I don't think a lot of people can move to all these different states and survive the way I have. Go from job to job. I should be confident. But like, it just like, my sexual market value was, I would say, borderline 7. 6.5 to 7. That's where I was sitting at. When I was dating a lot of different women. And I'm about right there again. My body, like, before I moved back to Michigan, the heaviest I've ever been was 220 pounds. And that's fat, that's not muscle. And now I'm about 190 after about 2 months of working out and just being extremely active. Yeah, the people that say, well, for me anyway, the people that say calories, like diet's everything. Diet is a lot, but if your body has to burn, if you're using up way more calories than you're taking in, your body has you're not gonna get fat. So you can have it, and plus, like with fasting too, like I definitely use that. But like if you're extremely active, you're gonna lose weight and fasting. That's my key, like how I lost a lot of weight, but like in a fast amount of time. Just being extremely active. I ran one time, that's it. Just weight training, and intermittent fasting, basically. And it's not like my diet was on point. My diet was not the greatest. It's okay, but it's not the greatest. Okay, so my sexual market value should be probably a little bit better than it was. Well, I make more money now. My kids are raised. I'm back down to where I was physically. I have infinite more knowledge than I did back then when it comes to a wide range of different topics. And honestly, women aren't gonna see that. They're not gonna. What I will say is my game has taken a big. That's the big thing, is my game. My game is taking a turn for the worse because I kind of stopped socializing, moving away, and I know that I can get that back. It's like a muscle, just have to work it out. But it's just like I don't want to associate myself with certain people. If I find out a girl smokes cigarettes, I don't even want to waste my time talking to her. I don't want that in my life. If she's like drinking all the time, like I don't want those people in my life. It's cool to be an acquaintance, but it's not someone I want to spend time with. Like a lot of time. And it is frustrating seeing like, oh, that girl, like, oh, she's cute. And then she's sitting there smoking a cigarette. It's like, dude, this is like 2023. Why are you smoking? Don't you know that like that ages you really quickly? Same as drinking. It's baffling to me how females want to look young, but then they do everything to age themselves even quicker. But yeah, it's just my sexual market value is so low, and I've worked so hard, and that's where the frustration comes from. It's like, what's the point? You know, you see all these motivational, and that's not what gets me going. I mean, it's cool to see that type of stuff. I'll do this, that, this, that, this, and that. But it's like, I'm working my ass off just to get an overweight woman or somebody that smokes. No, man, no. And the whole point is so I don't have the materialistic type of life, but everything else, I don't have the status, obviously, because I'm just a average person. I've tried, man. I've tried to get status on the internet, but that failed at that. I've tried different sites. It's not in the cards for me. So I kind of just like giving up on that. And like when they say ignore women, dude, women don't fucking care. Like they don't care, man. Like, if anybody on the internet says just ignore women, they'll get more attracted to you, that's a bunch of bullshit, dude. That's like the biggest fucking lie. They don't care. They literally don't care. You ignore them, and there's like 500 guys that are trying to talk to them anyway, so they don't really give a fuck. And it doesn't matter, oh, they hit the wall. Like these guys, these red pill guys, oh, they hit the wall, they have no sexual market value. Well, possibly for a long-term relationship, but they still get tons of male attention. So it's just like, I think there's a lot of these red pill guys that they cling on to any little story that like validates what they're trying to say. And I like a lot of what they say. I like a lot of these guys, but it's like any one little tiny story, they're like, oh, you know, women are starting to get it, or things are changing. It's like, no. No. There's too many simps, and that's the underlying problem. Oh, women are terrible. Well, it's because of the simps. That's why. It's because of the simps. And when boomers are like, oh, these women out here are so lucky. Man, back in my day, I would have got all these dude. Yeah, back when I would have got a lot of women back in your day too. You trying to get women nowadays? Good luck, man. Good luck. It's difficult. Like, it's either you try, you know, you chase them basically, and you're competing with all these different guys who are chasing them too. Or you sit back and do nothing, which I'm pretty much doing. I'm just sitting back and like, I don't see any point. So like, dude, dating sites are absolute trash, man. And it's for both sexes. It's not just for guys, it's for women too. You know, women, like, they get a ton of messages just dudes trying to fuck them, and that's it. You know what I mean? So it definitely goes both ways when it comes to dating sites. And I think that dating sites are like kind of cringe. They should definitely make something new. I don't know why Tinder's still big. It's weird that like you swipe somebody and that's it. It's just based on a picture. It should be a video. I've already explained something like this before, so I don't need to go into it again. But yeah, it's like I don't blame guys for just being like, fuck it, man. Like, yeah, you can work your ass off, and like at some point I probably will be able to get the attention of a female, but it's just so much work, and is it really worth it? And that's not like all my life, right? Like, how many times am I gonna say like, it's not all of my drive. What it is like, it's just a compliment to your life and somebody to share things with, and definitely like the physicality too. But yeah, it's just it's so like, it's such against you right now for a man in the dating scene, where you know, they're just sharing the top men. And these top men, these top dogs, you know, the dudes that are tall, good looking, they got money, very, very privileged guys, and they probably worked their ass off to get where they're at. But these guys are getting so much female attention that they have to like ghost them, or they just lose interest because they have so much attention. And then it's like, it's just because these average women just think that they are better than they are, because of the simps. And yeah, the whole thing is like I was saying, with our economy, the way it is, how it's getting harder and harder to survive for even just yourself, especially like when there's less jobs and people are fighting for shit jobs. Like my job, they have AI warehouse coming up to do a lot of work to replace me in a couple of years. Well, I guarantee you they're not gonna they're not gonna hire the wages dramatically for the people that work there. They're gonna need a lot less people. And it's just like, you're gonna get to a point with these businesses where it's all run by computers, but you don't have no one to buy the shit. You know, you're not having anyone consume this shit. So what's the point? Then you're gonna have some type of societal breakdown where you do see these people go into these stores and just loot them. Because it's like, dude, what do you want me to do? Like, there's no jobs for me. You're not doing anything to help me out. You know, and then it's like the right wing thing is like, oh, just lace up your, but dude, and I'm for like AI doing this, but we have to have some type of system where, you know, people, and I've talked about this, where people they have a purpose, man. We can have like everyone homeless. I mean, that's cool, having robots do all the work and producing, being more efficient than humans. That's cool, doing dangerous jobs and stuff, but you're gonna have to go onto some system that's some type of socialist system. And We're not there yet. So the transition to that would be slavery. But it's just like, that's why I say, like, reality is for rich people. You know, that's what I was just trying to say, like, because it's so hard to be free. It's so expensive, and it's and to enjoy, to try to enjoy life. You're not getting the same old, like, nuclear family, you know, get a house, have a wife, have kids, you guys stay together, you guys have parties, you have your circle of friends. No, everything's pretty much going digital. And these people who are like, oh, get off the internet, but like, you're making content, you're making money from people, and you're on the internet yourself, and you're telling people not to be on this. Dude, kids, women, they're on the internet all the time. So, what do you think? What do you think? That's what I'm just like, dude, I'm not going to be rich. I'm not going to be a high value person. You know, I'm not going to do much in this reality at this point. And it's really hard for me to do anything at this point in this reality. I might just go in the pods, man. Just whatever. I'm already a slave. What's the difference? I'm already slaving away for pennies, man. Because, like, I get taxed so much. If I didn't get taxed so much, like, if I didn't have to pay for Medicare or Medicaid or welfare for old people, for these boomers, if they actually took my tax, if I only got taxed a little bit, a tiny amount, if we had less government, little government, I would have way more money, and a lot of us would too. But we're being taxed to death, and this was just like, dude, I'm like a government employee. I'm already like a government employee, like, but I don't get any benefits. They're just, you know, I don't mind taxes to improve the environment I'm living in, definitely, you know. But they just spend money on the dumbest shit, and they continue to do it, and they make the problem worse and worse, and it's getting harder and harder to enjoy a middle-class lifestyle. And that's fine, like, I'd be cool with just a middle-class lifestyle, and instead of fighting right at that fucking edge, and it's just like, dude, I'm on the cutting edge, man. You know, like, I'm on the cutting edge, so I'm already living in the future compared to the average person, and how cold the environment is. And that's why I'm not trying to complain. I'm just trying to, like, be a beacon of message to, I don't know, nobody's probably, it doesn't matter, but it's just tell the truth, man. This is what's going on, and this is where we're going, and it's just going to get worse and worse and harder to enjoy reality. And it's just like, you know what, I'm a slave anyway. Obviously that's not gonna stop, so just fucking put me in the pause, man. Let's just get it over with. I might as well just go ahead and take that vaccine too. You know, who cares? That sucks, man. That sucks to have that. And I don't want to be negative. I'm tired of being fucking negative. It's just like, the wolf is, like, always beating at the fucking door, man. Like, every fucking day the wolf is at the fucking door. There's, like, no breathing room. That's where we're headed, man. And that's where people need to realize what's happening. One more thing is, Are these YouTubers NPCs? You know, I kind of say the same type of thing sometimes. But when they say the same sayings over and over again, like a Ralph Smart, he says the same thing over and over again, every single video. You know, are these people NPCs? Makes me wonder, are they NPCs? I don't know.